Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the show. Look who I have with me. Woohoo! Welcome, Pierrette. It's so wonderful to have you. And thank you for
Hi.
agreeing to come on. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
wonderful to have you. Pierrette has her own channel as we heal each other, which is awesome. And so the other day on Kelly's channel, I was doing a reading for Pierrette, and I come up to Merry Meeting. And I thought, oh my God. So that's why I named it Merry Meeting. I said, Pierrette, you know what this means, but nobody else does right now. So very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So welcome, welcome, welcome to you. I'm so glad to be here with you.
Thank you.
Well, and we got some awesome people here. We've got Sue, Butterfly Kisses. We've got Craig Dixon, who made his own debut. Starlight Tarot and Lise. And Mama Bear stopped by to say hello. Thanks, everybody.
Hi.
Thanks for being here. Yeah. Yeah. And Manasa is working and lurking. Janet, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by and supporting Pierrette's first foray into someone else's channel. So I'm sure
There you
you'll get all
go.
kinds of calls now. Now you'll be getting your emails. Come work
There
with
you
me.
go.
Come work with me. There you go. Yeah. So when Pierrette first had her channel up, I told her that I wanted her to come on, but I wanted her to wait until she was ready. And she told
Yeah.
me this week she was ready. So we got you right in while you were ready and able to get in. So
On the
very
fire.
yeah. I love the posts that you make. You give people tools for their backpacks or for their, their life packs.
Mhm.
And you offer some great tidbits of wisdom. And so I'm really thrilled that you are doing so well. And I can see that eventually you're going to have longer shows, more folks on with you. You're just going to take off. That's the way I feel. So thanks for being here first. I welcome you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh huh. So, yes, hello, Manas. Esther, how are you? It's good to see you. So, let's start at the very beginning.
There we go.
There we go. Hi, Wiki. Let's talk about what it is that you have done in the past and how you came to be doing what you're doing now.
Okay. As in energy work
Well, was it?
or as we heal each other?
Yeah, you want you to talk about the energy work. What called you
Mhm.
to that first, and then we'll talk about your channel and what you do there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The energy work is I've always been doing it. And I didn't know that's what
Okay.
I was doing. So
Mm-hmm.
because if I touch someone, I'll automatically receive messages.
Wow.
So that's been since I'm small. Even for an example, when I'm cutting my husband hair and I didn't pay attention to it, I was cutting his hair for 3 years and I get sore backs. And my back was hurting so bad. And it's like, why? And it took me 3 years to figure it out because I never made the connection.
Oh,
And then all
okay.
of a sudden, it's like, oh, disconnect to your husband so that I don't get that energy. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, okay, let's go now. you know, but I've always
Wow.
done it. Yeah, I've always
Okay.
done it. Yeah.
Okay. So you were in his energy field, and you
Energy
were
field
continuing to be in
automatically.
his in. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes
So
sense. Yeah.
as soon
Yeah.
as I touch someone, I'll know
Mhm.
what's going on. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. It must be hard if you accidentally bump into somebody or.
I was teaching something, a group, and there was 5 ladies there, and
Uh-huh.
I someone pushed me, not any one of them, but
Okay.
someone pushed me, okay? And I
Uh-huh.
landed up putting my hand on someone's knee, and all of a sudden it came out. I said, "Oh, your circulation is really bad." And she's go,
Wow.
oh, and here I am is like, oh, be quiet. I'm looking at everybody else and I said, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. And she's looking at me. Oh, you can do things like that. I said, I apologize. This is not the place. It's not the time.
Because you didn't
And she's
ask either.
no,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
it's like so.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I do that. So And
I
I
bet she
predicted
wanted to know
some.
more though after you did that.
Oh yes,
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
I
Yeah.
went and predicted with a group of people. I was teaching something, and I predicted someone was pregnant.
Ooh,
And
okay.
and I said, it's not that lady, right? It was her
Right.
daughter. And
Okay.
and then she said, nobody knows. I was like, okay,
Now they
and
do.
it's and I thought, that's my last time. I will never do that again. And I never did. I
Yeah.
never spoke out loud like that. It's like, nope, don't do it. Nope.
So in a
So
way, like you could say, for instance, if you touched me or you were going to touch me, is it okay if I give you a message, and then you could give the message, right? Is
yeah.
that how you feel? Okay.
So
Okay.
when I do like if someone's calling me and saying my name is, they only give me their first name, and then
Uh-huh.
they come to see me.
Right.
There's a little thing that I do at the beginning. So
Okay.
just to let you know what happens is, before they come in, I put their name down, put the date, and then I start to draw with my eyes closed, and then I get a message. This is
Okay.
telling me what they're coming to see me for, because they haven't told me anything yet. And I rather not know,
Right.
because
Right.
I don't want to have to memorize.
I understood.
So
Hmm.
here I am. They're sitting. I call it the hot seat. They sit in the chair right in front of me, and then I get all these little notes and drawings, and then I'll take 3 cards, and then it's,
Hmm.
while they're talking, this is already on my piece of paper, and then I'll turn the piece of paper and say, "Well, this is what I got," and then I'll show them, and then
Yeah.
I'll ask if what kind of session they want,
Uh-huh.
but that's not what they're going to get. Because if I get a download and it tells me this person really needs to, well, that's what I'm going to give. I give them.
Sure.
But the
Sure.
thing is, I ask them first, are you okay with it? Oh, sure, whatever
Mhm.
you think I
Whatever
need.
message comes through. Right.
So as
Good.
soon as I put my hands on them, then I get the
Yeah.
everything's
You get
talking,
all the
things are
information.
popping in, and so that's
Yeah.
how I do my sessions. So yeah.
Okay. Can you do them distance?
Yes.
You can. Okay. So
Yes.
like
If
on a
you
Zoom meeting or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. On the telephone.
On the
Because
telephone.
my computer wasn't working right. And I said, well,
Uh-huh.
now what? I said, give me your phone number. So I got the phone number, called the lady
Uh-huh.
up. I said, okay,
Right.
well, let's do it by phone and see if it works, because I was going to be free anyways, because I was trying things out. So
Yeah.
here I am doing this with her, and it worked. It was like, wow, okay.
So when did you notice this first, Pierrette? You said you've always had it. So when you were
I,
a child, when you were a teenager,
I
what
was a child. Yeah.
you were? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I can predict danger.
Okay.
I and like I've got all the clairs.
Yep.
So for me, it's not like that happened.
Okay.
It's continuing thing that always was there.
And you weren't
So
ever afraid of it or tried to shut it down.
well, you ask for things and you get them, and you shouldn't have asked for it.
Yeah, I
You
get you.
regret asking,
Yeah.
show up or whatever.
Yes.
But you
Absolutely.
always, you're a kid, you try whatever. So,
Right. Right.
but
So I want to get to your channel, but I want to first talk about what you and I just briefly spoke about, which is about how words have power and what you can and
yes,
cannot do, I guess. And
yeah,
your example was what you would probably, I know you've all heard the expression break a leg, and it's mostly for people that are in a play. It's just a thing you
yeah,
say. So
yeah.
go ahead. I'll let you speak. I'll let
Well,
you speak.
I can't just say that. I will have to say, for example, only, and I don't know why, but I always point and I say,
Uh-huh.
for example, only, and I look up, and then I'll say break a leg, or then I'll whatever the word is that they're telling me.
Hmm.
And it's very specific. So if I say, oh, something about an eye or something, and
Right.
I'd like that person to get mm-mm.
Hmm.
Well, that person's gonna get the mm-mm. So I really, really have to watch my
You
words.
have to watch what you say. But that's so true,
Tremendous.
really, in life. We all need to keep that in mind because words are definitely powerful. especially words that are about ourselves. We need to, oh, I'm so stupid. Cancel, I always say, because I don't want to say that about myself, or, I did something dumb or whatever. You have to change that narrative. And that's very, very
I was a
important.
teenager and I had um, my partner, boyfriend,
Uh-huh.
was cheating. And then
Ah,
what happened is I didn't want to say something that could harm the person that he was with,
right,
because
right.
the common denominator wasn't her, it was him, right? So
Correct.
she's not to blame, he was.
He
So
was
here
right.
I'm thinking, okay, can we just delete that, and so that I do not say something to harm that person? And even
Uh-huh.
when I like, I'm divorced for the first, and
Right.
what happened there is the same thing. For 10 years, I asked for it to calm down because I had so many things that it was just,
Sure.
and I can, I won't do it, but I can click my fingers and things happen. And I'm like, I dream a genie or
Oh yeah, yeah, no,
Samantha,
bewitched. Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
so I
Yeah.
really have to watch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pierrette, there's no way anybody knew all this, really. I mean, I knew that you did the healing work, but I had no idea you were this,
Yeah.
psychically attuned, and that is really wonderful. So, Starlight, I think what happens is if she said break a leg, let's say, to somebody in a play, they would break their
They
leg.
would break the leg. Yeah. The same day. I mean, not even in 2 weeks or anything, the same day. It's
It
scary.
almost sounds like it's like it, and it is. It's a
It's
spell.
a demand. It demand. Yeah. As
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
demand it or something. Yeah.
yeah. But
I was
that's why they
sitting.
use. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I
Mhm.
was sitting somewheres and I was learning subject, and there was two hairdressers right beside me, and I was talking to them because they were asking me, "What do you do?" And you really
Uh huh.
sometimes don't want to say. And then I just said, "Well, I can do energy work." Oh yeah. So and then I'm talking to them and all this, and I lean like this, and I look not at the one sitting beside me, but the next one. I said, when someone breaks a leg, and then I'm going on, but I can tell when they break a leg. And she goes, and she looks at
Yes.
her friend and she said, "How would she know that I just got my leg broken and it's finally fixed?" And like she's talking and they're just going, and me is
Wow.
like me, it's
Wow.
like, okay, don't be on, not now, not now.
Uh huh.
It's
Uh
like,
huh. Yeah.
because it freaks people out, and
Sure.
you're not meaning to get them,
Right.
And it took me 10 years before I told my husband now, before I
Hmm.
told him certain things. He doesn't know everything, but he knows a little bit. So
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. Wow. We.
And I changed the weather. So if we want to go somewheres and they're predicting rain, no, it won't
No. No.
rain. And it's never going to rain when I bring my grocery in. It can
Uh huh.
rain when I'm shopping. And when
Right.
I bring in my
And when you
grocery
finish
out,
bringing out.
it's
Okay.
not raining.
So that you also must manifest parking spaces too. Is that?
Yes,
Am I
that's
right? Yeah.
easy. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So you just imagine in your mind that there'll be a parking space right near the grocery store door or
And I
whatever.
just
And
asked them, I'd like to have something close by. Yeah. Especially if my husband's with me, it has to be safe, close, and wide enough for him to come out.
sure.
So, yeah,
Wow. I love it. That's great. Wow. Do you think that we all could have these powers, so to speak? Do you think that it would be, and this is just your opinion,
yeah, it's
not
just my
really.
opinion. I think
Yeah.
if I have it, everybody should have it too. It's just
Right.
that I was into it all the time, so I don't know anything different. Like
Right.
I
Right.
didn't
Sure.
even know, you know, it's about maybe 5 years, 6 years ago. I just found out that it's not everybody that can talk to the animals. I thought everybody did.
Okay. Yep.
Telepathy. So here I
Yeah.
am. When I was growing up, we had horses in the back. My brother had horses. So
Uh-huh.
I would call the horse without calling the horse and just look at him and come over and then tell him to turn around. And so here I'm having conversation with the horse, but I
Sure.
never knew that it's not normal.
That other people couldn't do that. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that was my
Wow.
normal.
Yeah,
You
sure
know,
it was.
so
Sure.
when you say, when do you think? Well, I have no clue because I've been doing it
Right.
all
It
the
was
time.
always that way.
Yeah.
Now you see you have a brother. Does he have these gifts as well? Or
I'm adopted,
oh,
so
okay.
I
Okay. All
don't
right.
know
Right.
everything about my brothers, but
Sure.
there's one brother that's, yeah, he's got certain things.
He's got certain things, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And he's
Wow.
learning. He's got a mentor, me. So it's perfect
Yeah.
because he can bounce things off. So that's
Uh-huh.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Wiki says you're very handy to have around.
Yes, I am. You should see when it's thundering and people
Uh-huh.
say, "Oh, my child's so afraid of the thunder." Okay, well,
Get rid
it's
of it.
gone.
Wow.
It's over there. It's not here
I wish
anymore.
you could do that with fireworks. Can you do that with fireworks? Because people
I
blow
can uh,
fireworks.
I can stop blood bleeding. I can stop bleeding, and I can stop if you're burnt. I can stop
Yeah.
that too from going any further.
Any
Yeah,
further? Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, what a cool thing to be able to do. That's just so awesome. It really is.
See, for me,
Starlight
it's
said,
just my normal.
Starlight said, did you get mad at siblings and make things happen to them when you were a kid?
No, that's why I
Okay.
have to ask,
Yeah.
to be sure. That's why
Hmm.
maybe I'm so kind because I have to think before doing
Yeah.
things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Understood. Starlight, yes, Pierrette has her own channel, and it is in the information box on this, and it is As We Heal Each Other, PW, Pierrette White. Okay, so yes, please go over and like and subscribe. Absolutely, she needs to have more folks coming. Water Lily asks, do you have any messages for us as a collective?
No, they're just saying be happy. That's all I'm getting is be
I get
happy.
it. Yeah.
Because, one day you wake up in the morning and you're grouchy, whatever. There's no
Yeah.
reason to be grouchy all day. Just be happy. Just be
Yeah.
you.
I agree. I agree. My, I don't know if you can see it, but I have above here, happiness is a decision. That's what I
Hmm.
really feel. It's like you can choose to be happy. And do you have
Mine says,
something?
don't count the days, make the days count.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Absolutely. It's all in your mindset. It really definitely is. And yes, Andrea, you had written here words, thoughts and words create matter. Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely. Absolutely. So, yes, even though we don't think that our words are going to be that either destructive or helpful, they really are. That's why we suggest, for instance, setting intentions during the new moon, or, saying what you want out loud and not what you don't want. Because
Yeah.
the universe doesn't hear I don't, they hear only I want. So,
Hmm.
wow. So, yes, okay, I've answered that question. Let's see. Um, so, somebody here has, okay, Lise Niedermeyer, I don't know how to word this, but what about spirits' energies around you? Do you feel their energies of pain, or do you have to set boundaries?
They're okay. I've always had things happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, just for an example on that is I'm starting a new job in, I don't know, 1990 something. And first day at work, I'm sitting at the desk minding my business, and I get, I'm going like, this is like,
Where are
and
you?
I'm going, not now. It's a new job. They're gonna think I'm crazy. Will you just buzz off? And it's like, and it's not letting me out off the hook. It's like,
Sure.
oh, come on. So then I asked the lady that hired me, I said, could I just take a walk and look into the building, on this floor, what's going on? And she
Yeah.
said, sure. And then she comes with me.
Uh oh.
So we're walking right
Uh-huh.
behind me. there's a wall. And I look
Mhm.
at that wall and I'm saying, there were stairs here. And she said, yes. And then I'm going to this room where the entrance is. And I said, oh, okay. Oh, she said, you have to tell me what you're seeing because you saw stairs and we haven't
Yeah.
had stairs here for at least 20 years. So I need to know how you knew that. And
Okay.
me is like, I don't want to tell you. And
I
I
know
found
it's
there.
hard to tell folks. Yeah, it
So
is. Yeah.
anyway, so we're walking, and then she said, "Oh, you're one of those, are you?" And I said, "One of what?" And
Yeah.
and I said, "I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry. I'm trying to mind my own business. They just don't. They're not letting me out. You know, I have
Yeah.
to acknowledge that they're here." So she,
Uh-huh.
who is it? I said, "Well, up those stairs, there was this guy that had drank too much, and he fell down the stairs, fell, hit his head, and in this doorway, he was laying down here, and he died because nobody picked him
Oh,
up, and nobody came
nobody
early
came
enough."
through. Yeah.
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 So, and I said, he's trying to tell me to acknowledge him that he's there because nobody else is paying attention to him. She said, "You saw all of that?" I said, "I was just sitting minding my own business. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
So
You were
yeah, so
being
they do.
called. You were being called. Yeah.
Yeah. And I moved somewheres and I'm just going to the grocery store, minding my business, coming home with the groceries, and my car doesn't turn to my house. I just moved.
Oh. Uh-huh.
It goes to the house in front of mine. It's
Okay.
what is going on? So I'm parking there and I say, no, not now. They don't even know me. So I go at the door because they're not letting me off the hook.
Letting you,
So
yep, I get it.
knocking, knocking, knocking. And the lady comes. I said, I'm sorry. I'm trying to mind my own business. You're going to think that I'm crazy, but I have a message for you. She's, yeah, okay. Did you lose your husband? Did he just pass? She said, yes.
Wow.
I said, can I come in just for a second? I need to tell you something. You need to. And then she said, okay. She has no idea who I am, right? So here I am. I'm going there. I'm sitting in the living room. I said, do you have a dog? She said, yes. Is he acting a little weird? And she said, yes. I said,
Wow.
your husband is trying to tell you there's papers in the basement that you really need to have that you
Oh,
don't know about, but you really need these papers. And
okay.
she's saying, okay. I said, now that I gave the message, I'm going like this, right? And she's looking at me. I'm going like this. Can I leave now?
So it
And
was the
then
husband.
they're telling
The
me, yeah,
husband.
sure.
Okay.
So here I'm going out and I'm saying, I'm sorry. Really, I was my groceries in my car. I was just minding my own business here. I just moved there, but
Yeah.
that's okay. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. Like I don't know how to react to this.
Sure.
So
Sure.
anyway,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going
You
to
were
my
being
place.
called. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to my place all of a sudden at night. A knock at the door. The lady. She
Uh-huh.
said, she grabs me, she's hugging me, says, I am so glad you came to my house. I found the papers. And yes, when you talked about the dog was acting so odd. He would go downstairs, he was coming back up, he was going downstairs, and we thought, what's going on with them? And then she said, I found the papers. Thank you. I said, okay, thank you. And then I'm going, thank you. That's like, oh,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness. So she didn't, she was obviously impressed by the fact that you weren't like this dingling lady that just came to the
Yeah,
door.
well, thank
But
God.
I love that, I love that Canadians are like that as far as being more friendly than us here in United States. We'd probably say, "Get out of here."
Well, that's what I
Not
thought
me.
she'd say,
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. But then she finds the dog. So the dog was trying to get her to go down there and look for
Yeah,
the paper, but
yeah.
she wasn't connecting that.
And
Oh,
see, I didn't see any dog because the dog was tied. She had just, I don't know,
put
not
it
too
out or
long,
something.
put
Yeah.
him outside in the back, and I didn't hear
Yeah.
roof roof or anything, because I was so caught up in the message that they're
Sure.
making me drive
Sure.
somewhere that I don't even know these people,
Right.
So, anyways,
Oh
yeah,
my Lord, that's unbelievable. Wow. So Manasa says you're operating in your Christ consciousness, energy, and power. That's what she's getting. That's fabulous. That is just what a story. And good old Thayer, she wants a house so desperately, but doesn't she have to do that herself?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, tell her how she can do that if you know. Do you know what she can do to get that to maybe
I
work for
don't know
her?
what okay, I wanted, okay, I'm a manifester, so maybe this
Yep.
would help you.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to have an office in Moncton, and I wanted it at a certain place because it was a brand new building. And so all I did is say, if it's the best for me, this is what I'd like to be. So anyway, so that's how I did it. I just said, if it's best for me, that's where I like to be.
Sure.
So all of a sudden, I get this call from a lady, and she's saying, my daughter's having this business exactly where I said. It's like, okay, so, big deal. And then she said, no, no, but there's going to be vacancy. And she's subdivision dividing the thing. And if you like, you can have an office there.
Oh,
Well, okay,
yeah.
well, that's good.
Yep.
So that's what happened. I did have an office there for a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So maybe
it's
she can do
it
that.
might work for you there. I know that I used to be a mortgage loan officer way back when, and I worked at this new condominium a complex where I would write loans for people that wanted to buy those condominiums. And the first time I went there, I said, I'm going to live here. I knew I was going to live there eventually. I don't know why, I don't know how, but I just did. And, I did within the year. I would say I had one of my mortgage people. We started dating each other, and he ended up being my husband. But I had no other way but sometimes you just know, you look at something
Mhm.
and it took me 5 years to manifest where I live right now. But I don't think I was as clear as I should have been. I think I needed to have more clarity in what I wanted, because I'm kind of like, just bring it to me. Well, you know what? The universe will, but maybe you won't want what they bring. So that's awesome. All right, what else? We have some folks here. Everybody thinks your gift is wonderful. Um, Craig Dixon, Craig because he's always in the chat. He wonders if you might have any kind of message for him. I don't know if that
Um,
works for you, or do you want to wait for cards?
we'll
It's
do
up
the
to you.
cards.
We'll
Yeah.
do the cards. Okay.
Because I
Oh, yeah,
don't want to tap into everyone
understood.
because that could be dangerous for me.
Yes, yeah. You have to conserve your energy. Andrea said, when you spoke with the soul who had fallen down drunk, did you help him cross over as well?
At that time, I did not know what to do. That's
Okay.
the thing. So I
Uh-huh.
did not at that time, but I did it after. But
Yep.
when you're just learning kind of thing, and they're just interrupting you, and your mind's not there. I'm supposed to be off. You go
Yeah.
somewheres, and all of a sudden you're sitting there, and things happen, and people come to you, and you're not. You're supposed to be off. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, why is she coming to me and running to me? It's like, who's this person? And I want to sit right beside you. It's like,
Uh-huh.
oh, okay, really? You want to sit right beside me? Like, okay. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Um, and I feel like you have a lot of the same gifts that Susan Lynn has. I really do. And so somebody was saying, can you, Starlight wonders if you can come to Oregon. She'd go. But you know what, Starlight? If you go to her channel, you'll see a way of reaching her. And if you want to do a session, she'll do that session. She said she'll do it on the phone. She'll do it in Zoom, whatever it is that you would like. But she would be happy to do that, I believe. Right? Yeah. Uh-huh. Ann Simpson, you manifested a house in Queen, or you're gonna. Okay, you feel called to Queenstown. She lives down in New Zealand, so that's where she. All right. And Chris MK says, I've seen Pierrette in the chats, but no clue how gifted she is. And that's all of us. You're blowing everybody away today, because we already knew that you had a channel and you shared your knowledge, but we all didn't know all this. So tell us what led you to want to start your channel, and where you want to go with that.
Okay. The channel started because um, there's a lot of things that I can share, that I can help with, because I've been through it. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been, okay. Now, please don't feel sorry for me, because
Yeah.
I know it's happened to me. I've lived it. I'm
Yeah.
past it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I
Yeah.
don't need sympathy. So what I'm going to say here is, I've been the rape victim, attacked, adopted, fostered, divorced, cheated on, lied on. Uh, like I've had just about everything. And
Right.
some people say that they don't have anybody that died in their family. I had over 70 some people that I
Wow.
know that was close, like,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
it's just, I seen a child, like, it, I was gonna cross the road, and
Hmm.
I was just a kid, and I was gonna cross the road, but we were three of us, and the oldest one said, "No, no, wait, 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 I'll go." And there was no car. This car came from the sky, because there was no car. And the car came, hit her. We saw her in the ditch. She died there, like right in front of our eyes, kind of
Gee
thing.
whiz.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'm going to be going home and tell my mom, and she's going to cuddle me, and she's going to, the
Sure.
normal thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, she asked me, did she had her bike? It's like,
Okay.
what in the world is this? My mom
Right.
was her godmother, and she had bought her a bike, and she thought she got hit with the bike.
Oh, I
But,
see. I see.
and then it was so tragic for my mom that she, like, completely forgot that I was a child, and I just saw my good friend, you
Right.
know,
Die in front
die
of your
in front
eyes.
of my
Yeah.
eyes. And
Sure.
it's like, so anyways, so yeah. So that's why I say, as we heal each other, I'm giving hints of things that happened,
Hmm.
that maybe if you look at it in another way,
Yes.
that it could help someone. So
That's
yeah,
beautiful, Pierrette. We need that so much. We do. We tend to feel like we're the only ones who've gone through a situation, and that nobody would understand. And I'm only going to say, I'm sorry you had to go through that, but look where it put you. It put you as a healer, as a person who can help other people. And yeah, what a beautiful testimony to turning around something that wasn't pleasant into
yeah.
something that's very, very healing. Thank you. Yeah, that's beautiful. My stepson, he lost two friends when he was a little boy. And one of them was, I think, in second grade. I don't remember what happened, but then he lost another guy in a car accident, and then he lost somebody else. And unfortunately, he's gone the other way. He can't turn, you know what I mean? He can't really turn his cheek or whatever. He's really stuck in that. And that happens to a lot of us. We hold on to that angst and anger and fear and sadness, and we can't release it. And so finding a way to take that and transmute it is just absolutely beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And yes, Terry Lee says we're all just walking each other home. Exactly.
Mhm.
Ram Dass said that. Andrea, you're so cute. Your channel is like a bunch of dancers who gather together to share stories with new dance steps. That's right. That's right. Oh, that's amazing. And I knew she was going to bring us some really great information today, but she really did blow me away. She has blown me away, and I think a lot of other folks. I think that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Water Lily, I think that Pierrette tried to do that with the manifesting of a house. Um, and I do you believe, and this is your opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. So do you believe that perhaps it's a mindset that one might have, Pierrette, that would have them
It
be able to
depends what
manifest?
she has in her baggage.
Ah,
So,
okay.
okay, like my pack sack, I call. Well, it's the
Yes.
same thing as for when you're manifesting. So
Okay.
if you say that I want this thing, and but and then you say the but part,
Right.
and that's where it gets to be a little bit complicated. If you just
Sure.
say, I'd like to have this, or like where I am right now, no ways would I've even thought that I could have gone here,
Sure.
because my husband was 29 years in living in the same place. Never
Hmm.
thought we'd move, like it wasn't even spoken. And
Sure.
all of a sudden we come for a drive and I say, oh, these were really looking nice. They were brand new apartments and garage and everything. So here
Yeah.
I am saying, I'd like to go there. That could
Uh-huh.
fit for my husband. So in my mind, I could see my
Hmm.
husband and I there
Right.
being happy, being comfortable, what it would give him. So
Sure.
it's like all these little things that I could see before I even got there. So
Yep.
that's how I think I manifested it
Yeah.
to get there. So maybe
That's
that
that's the
helps.
idea too, that it's not I'll believe it when I see it, but I'll see it when I believe it. It's the
Mm.
flip side. That's wonderful. Don't ever ask for patience though, because if you ask for patience, you'll keep getting
Oh,
things that will make you try
many.
to be patient.
I said I came down on this earth for that because, oh,
Uh-huh.
the my
Yeah,
first husband was a mechanic, so I'd be in the car for 5 hours waiting for him to
waiting.
come out because
Yeah,
he was doing something. So
sure. Yeah.
playing games with my daughter, I I made up
Uh-huh.
games where like, oof, yeah, the patience
Wow.
is
So
one of
there's
them
so
for
much
sure.
creativity going on there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I think that also what you're saying, you're visualizing it as though you already had it,
I already have it.
and that makes all the, and then you released it. You didn't go home and like
No,
go over and over and over it. You just let it go and
just
released
let it
it.
go.
So
Yeah.
that's a wonderful tip here. That's great. All right, so we're going to pull some cards here today. Um, what you need to know, of course, is that Pierrette does this kind of energy work and has her own channel. So please go over and sign up as we heal each other. And but she doesn't want to do this kind of work she's talking about here today on a live show because there's too much energy, too much coming and too much going. But she does do appointments and will work with you if that's what you want. She says that of course, she lives in Canada, so she can't run over to your house, but she says that sometimes she's working with her clients by distance, and
Mhm.
sometimes when they're nearby, she'll go over there and work with them as well. So that's really awesome. All right, so let's see. We'll go with Starlight. Wonders if okay, well, we're not going to go with that one, but why don't we just do a reading? Oh, yeah, she wants a few cards. There we go.
All right.
I'm going to use the Angels and Gods and Goddesses card. I love these cards. All right. You can go first if you wish.
Okay, let's see if I can find
Ooh, beautiful. Heal.
heal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
So wounds need to be acknowledged before they can heal, especially those unseen. Give yourself the time, space, whatever is necessary to regain your wholeness.
And
So
what do you
she's just
suppose I
taking
get?
time. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
just taking the time with
Yep.
the animal, just
Beautiful.
caring and giving back.
Giving back
Then she'll
and
receive.
receiving from the animal. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll receive as she gives. Yeah.
Look at this. I got the Angel of Spiritual Healing. It's wonderful. Look at this. And it's a hands-on, like you do when you're with people. It says here an aspect of you or a situation in your life is in need of healing. And aren't we all in need of healing? But
Mhm.
I want you to know there is an aspect you need to heal. And maybe it's just letting go. Maybe it's finding a way of letting it go and moving on. But I like the fact that it came with yours, which was take the time. Take the time to heal, spend some time in contemplation and self-healing. Wow. That's pretty powerful. Very nice. All right. Let's see. We'll do Craig's. I'm going to pull this one too. I'm feeling that way today. Ooh.
Dream bigger.
Ooh.
There you go.
Yep.
Do not limit yourself with small pictures, goals because of insecurity or fear of failure. Start building what you really want, and co-creator will follow.
Wow. If you build it, they will come. That's awesome. Craig, I think that you are building. You are building. You are doing. I think we have enough questions right now. Thank you. We'll pull for those who put up their questions. Thank you so much, everybody. I have the goddess of oneness for you, Craig. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. Ooh-wee. Wonder if it's Miss Clara. Gorgeous. And look at that. It's sort of like a woman, a goddess embodied in a tree with roots and everything. And it's a reminder that nature and everything is all oneness. Seems to make sense? Okay, good. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
Oh, you might see me do this, but I'm disconnecting from people when I do that.
When you do that? Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Any messages or cards? She has a son who's mentally challenged. She's been caring for him. Will he get his memory healed? So let's see what messages we can give to you.
How old is he?
Esther, can you tell us how old he is in the chat? I'm still waiting. I'll let you know if it shows up here. At least you might be right. There are a lot. Or in California, there's a lot of people too. Yeah. But, well, are you here, Esther? Pierrette needs to know if you can let us know how old your son is. It's possible she left. She may have left the chat. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and pull an angel card.
Okay.
Oh, here we go again. I get the angel of healing. The angels have felt your sadness and have shown up for you today to send you healing. So yes, I really do. I was feeling the same way. I'm sorry that this happened. It does make you sad. I'm sure it makes the rest of us sad that he has his memory issues. But the angels of healing are around you and they sense that. That's what I get for you, Esther.
Because I couldn't answer that because I needed more
information
for the age. Because I could have gone like from his age going backwards to see what happened to get her that answer.
I see.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So you might want to contact Pierrette and see if you can work something out. Maybe you two can talk a little bit about it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I send my prayers to your son as well. All right. Well, this is a different one. You are a very talented lady, Starry Night Seeker says. If you have a message for me, I'm open to it. So we will pull some cards for that.
It was the first. It was the first card, and I shuffled,
Uh-huh.
and I got the card again. It says, "Oops,
That's all right.
crying is
Right.
okay."
It's okay.
Yeah, crying is okay. So the happiest life can have sad days. It's always okay to cry.
Okay. And sometimes we need to hear that message, actually.
Yeah,
So, yeah. So I'm sending you, we're not giving you permission, but the universe says they recognize that for
they
you.
recognize. Yeah.
Yeah. I get the God of reflections. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. Wow. So maybe there is some feeling that you want to cry because you see that in your own reflection. But you know what? Also look in the mirror and see the beautiful person that you are, because you are very beautiful and you were put on this planet to do lots of great things. So, the God of reflection is saying, you see that in others that you have in you. All right. Oh, Esther came back.
Okay.
And she said her son had an aneurysm at birth, at 37 years.
Okay. So he's 30.
37. 37. Okay.
Can't say here.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
allowed to.
You're not allowed to say. Okay.
No,
Esther,
sorry.
contact Pierrette, see if she can help you out. Sometimes the spirit and the guides and the angels don't want us to talk about personal things
Personal things. Yeah.
in a public place. So, she may have an answer for you.
Because
But
sometimes when it's that young, what happens is that you need to go see the mother because
okay.
she's the one that gave birth, and you need
No, he was
to.
37. She said it's not at birth. It was 37.
Okay, so okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yep.
But still, there's
Yeah.
something
Still,
that
they don't want it. Yeah. Okay.
you know.
That's fine. We have to go by what they say, and that's
mm,
perfectly fine. Yeah. All right. Hi, Kiba. It's good to see you. Thank you. All right. So I don't know if you have seen Karen Robinson. She's writing a book about Marilyn Monroe. And she says she had a dream 2 nights ago with Marilyn in it. She wonders if this is a real dream, or are you thinking, Karen, that it was a visitation from Marilyn? Was that the difference? Is that what you're thinking? I think that's what you mean. So let's see. Carolyn Adams just subscribed to your channel. Thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you. Mm. I got a story about that.
Oh,
I
okay.
asked I moved to my uncle's house, and it was given to my sister. So I asked my uncle if it was okay for me to be there, if he was fine with
Uh-huh.
that. And all of a sudden, I woke up and I saw my uncle in the hallway, and he was
Mm-hmm.
saying bye Geo, because that's his thing. And he
Uh-huh.
was saying, it's fine. I'm glad you're here. So I don't know why they make me tell you that,
Okay.
but it's probably that it is a visitation that came, the real deal
Okay.
for her.
Yeah, it's very possible. So I get that, from what you just said, I would surmise in my own mind that Marilyn's happy with what she's doing, or that it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. I got the goddess of sacred power. You're being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. So I got the
Oh,
same thing. Really, I got yes, keep going. It's a positive thing, and that she agrees with what you're doing. That's cool. Very nice. Thank you. Thanks, Karen. Lisa Niedermeyer wonders if we can pull some cards for her. I love angels and goddesses and gods. I think we all have to bring them in more often.
Okay, I got dance. That way.
Dance. Oh, yes. How beautiful.
Yeah, it says, change is not possible without movement, and movement is everywhere in universe. You are invited to join in the dance. So whatever you're doing, don't sit there. Play a little bit.
Play. Wow. Now I get the goddess of the earth. So I'm getting that you can dance on the earth, an idea connected to imagination, creativity, and nature. Look at this. So yes, get out and dance on the earth, because that grounds you and also uplifts you at the same time if you're dancing and you're standing on the mother. So wow. Very good, Lise. All right. Now, oops. Hypnicity has, it's not the same because everybody's experience is different, but she has some setbacks in her life. And she said she's had a brain aneurysm. She's had a gut aneurysm. She's had colorectal cancer. What's the reason? What should I be doing to be of the most service?
What happened to just a year? So for the first one, what happened between that time and the year prior to that? What happened to you in a trauma way that happened to you? That's going to be one of your answers. The next one, the same thing. If something happened, what happened the year before that happened? Even if it gets to say that you had those two in the same year, what happened between that? Because there's something that your body is saying, pay attention. Pay attention. Will you please pay attention to yourself?
Yes.
So that's the message that I'm hearing here.
That you're getting. Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting that it went from the brain to the gut to the colorectal area, that it sort of made its way down that way.
Pay attention.
Yeah. They tried it here first, didn't pay attention, tried it here next, didn't. Yeah. And look at what it just, and the other thing I want to say is just look at what Pierrette's doing. She had all those issues in her life, but she changed her mind about the way to respond to that. And of course, I know you'll do that, hypnicity, because you've been on here a lot, but this is what I get: the angel of self-worth. You are currently undervaluing yourself, and it's time to regain your self-worth. So whatever it is that you did, then you have to forgive yourself and you have to move on from that, and don't own those things anymore. Let them go for entertainment purposes only. And, you're working on doing that, I believe, from what you've said in the, here before. And I applaud you for that. And I love what Pierrette said. That was really cool. Thanks, Pierrette. All right. Sweet and salty. 1111. One of my favorite names for an avatar. Yeah. Oh, you had an NDE2 hypnicity? Oh my God.
Now I have to move, so the light's going to be doing something.
Okay, that's all right.
Oh, it's telling me that I'm a liar right there. Hold on. The card fell. So, all right, for her, it's coexist. Right there. Coexist. Don't know if you can see how she's in the water right there.
Yep.
With everything, there's butterflies on her toes. There's a hummingbird on her fingers. There's a tortoise, you call it? Turtle. That swing.
Tortoise.
Yeah. swim
Mhm.
beside her, and there's fish and all that. So be as you are without harm. And then it says to anyone or anything. Appreciate diversity as part of nature. Variety is the spice of life. So
Mhm.
coexist. So
Yeah. That's really interesting. I'm teaching this term. I'm teaching a class in diversity, actually, at one of the universities, and I'm just learning so much from my students and how they see it. For you, Sweet and Salty, I get the goddess of strength. Stand up for what you believe in, and you will gain respect by holding your ground. Don't back down. Be absolutely stand your ground, stand and be authentic, and the goddess of strength is on your side. That's wonderful. Thank you. Tara Anya, welcome. It's nice to see you here. Thank you. All right. The next one, Carolyn Adams. Uh, she's the one that just subscribed. Thank you for
thank
subscribing.
you.
Yeah. Mm.
Right before I took the card, it says things will be okay. And then
Okay.
I have conquer fear.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Most fear is based on illusion,
Mm-hmm.
on truth. We deny to avoid change, release your need for control and perfection, and then doing your best is plenty.
Mm-hmm. That's right. As long as you try and do your best, it is plenty.
Yeah.
I get the goddess of nature here for you. And look at, I love it. All these beautiful spirals and the message is you reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition. There you go. Beautiful. Just beautiful. So conquer that fear and know that it's there for you. That's awesome. I have two more readings, but I just wanted to say that Lise had said I had injuries in relation to self-worth. And I think we all have. I think we've all done that. I remember saying one time I was mad at my daughter and I said that I was PO'd. I don't want to even say it, but I was PO'd. And guess what? I got a urinary infection right after that. So, yeah.
I had a client and he had uh, problems from his behind. Let's just put it
Uh-huh.
that nicely.
Yep. Yep.
And I spoke to him and I said, "Well, what's your problem? What are you doing and who are you mad at?" And he says, "Oh, mad." And then he starts telling me about his landlord and that
Oh,
he's a pain in his
ASS.
okay.
Yes.
So he
Wow.
keeps on telling me and he
Yeah.
keeps on going on to that word. And I said, "Well, what are you asking for? You're telling that that's what he is. That's what
Yeah.
you're
That's
feeling.
what you're getting.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what you're feeling." So, yeah,
Don't say that anymore.
manifesting. He's manifesting.
You
Yeah.
manifested it. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Wow. What a great story. This is a question from Wiki. She just wonders if you did you find someone to help you with your gifts? No. Okay. So you did
Because it
everything on
was
your own.
very, very young age. And
Yeah.
it's trial and error because sometimes you'll say something that you shouldn't have because you think everybody knows it.
Uh-huh.
And it's
Yep.
like, oops. I used
Yep.
to at school. I got to learn fast.
Sure.
I was in grade 6, and the teacher was writing on the blackboard. See, I'm old. There was a
I
blackboard
know.
then, and she was writing on the blackboard, but I was sitting like 2 desks and before her desk, and here I'm looking at what she's writing, and I'm just saying what's coming next out
Right.
loud. She said,
Right.
"Did you look at my notes?" I said, "No." "You did. You look at my notes and now you know what the answer is." "No." So I got maybe twice that reply at the at that teacher, and I said, "No more. Shut up. Don't say a word. Don't like."
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. Yeah.
so no, I wish I would
My
have had
daughter
someone.
had that. My daughter had that with a professor. She wrote a really good paper about something from Shakespeare, and the teacher said she plagiarized it. And my daughter wouldn't do that. I know she's a great writer, and there was an argument going on. It's like, I have never done that to anybody. I would never do that. That's so awful that
Mm.
when you're a teacher like that. Wow. But I guess in sixth grade they would be a little worried. All right, so we have two more to do today. Water Lily wants a card, and then Margaret will read for you. This has been so much fun. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
All
forgot
right.
to disconnect.
So Water Lily, I got the Goddess of Shadows. What you perceive to be your dark side holds a hidden treasure. I don't know if you've ever done any shadow work, but sometimes there are things that we perceive to be sort of dark, or that, something about us that may be what we consider to be a weakness. It looks like this card is saying that you have what you perceive to be your dark side may not really be a dark side. It has a hidden treasure. So look at it from a new perspective.
And I got the heal card. Heal again.
Oh, you got the heal card again. Yeah.
So I
It's
got
a great
it again.
card.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Wounds need to be acknowledged before they can heal, especially those unseen. Then give yourself the time, space, whenever it is necessary to regain your wholeness.
Wow.
That goes for you too.
Wow. Very nice. All right. And Margaret W., thank you for sharing your gifts. Is there any message for me from my spirit guides?
Mine says, love all.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that?
Yep. Wow.
Your compassion is incomplete until it includes yourself. Release self-judgment, self-punishment, self-loathing, and self-sabotage. The reflection of your love begins with you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Awesome. I got the God of the Arts. It almost at first looked like Lincoln to me, but look at the light up here on the third eye. It says the artist within you is about to emerge. And don't let that stop you if you're not a particular artist. Artistry can be lots and lots of things. It's your creative side that's about to emerge, Margaret. And I think that is great news for you. So, Libra Lady shares that many years ago, she used to say work was a pain in the boob, but she was getting a skin rash and she realized the connection. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did, Libra Lady, because I don't think a lot of people really, put that connection together. So, Lise, that's so nice. Thanks so much for being here today. And thanks to everybody for being here today. People are glad to see you in person here with me. You're welcome to come back anytime you'd like. Please go over and sign up and like this, and go over and sign up for Pierrette's channel. She's got layers and layers and layers, just like an onion to peel away. And we're so happy you're in this community, Pierrette. Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Well, I'm sending them energy, love, and a great big hug.
Oh,
and you, and yes, that's you.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Have a great day.